MLBBro Show podcast is sponsored by Prime 39. Long Island's newest restaurant is located in the heart of Lynbrook. Prime 39 boasts an intimate yet chic ambiance, bringing you a Manhattan eclectic vibe to Nassau County.
Welcome to another episode of the MLBBro Show podcast. It's going down like Lizzo on the elevator. Yes, it's your comprehensive mixtape mention of the top black and brown players in MLB for this week. Keeping history intact and highlighting the future of black baseball is our purpose. So mind my brushback pitch is just how we get down, starting with the rundown.
This is the rundown. Stay 10 toes, baby. Don't let your team get taken out the game.
Baltimore Orioles outfielder Cedric Mullins continues to be hot. He's ninth in the league in batting as of Tuesday at .333. This little guy is going crazy. Came out of nowhere, once known as a bunt master, now known as a true everyday center fielder, and the only bright spot, it seems, for the Baltimore Orioles, Byron Buxton. Wow, hitting close to 400 with 9 homers, which as of Tuesday was good for second in the league, and slugging a whopping .840 entering Tuesday. He's doing MVP things right now, and this is his coming out year in huge fashion. Michael Brantley, the veteran, is 12th in MLB as of Tuesday and hitting at .326. That's just what he does. 300 batting averages, consistent banging. You gotta appreciate him. The Houston Astros are struggling, and Dusty Baker's trying to hold fort until the team can get themselves together for a playoff run. But you can't blame Michael Brantley. He's doing his thing, staying consistent, being the hitter that he is. Also, can we mention Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton? They've both been on a tear, and that usually means good things for the Yankees, who have not been able to keep these guys in the lineup at the same time. What a day it is for the Yankees. Stanton has a 10-game hitting streak and blasted a 2-run bomb in the first inning against the Astros on Tuesday night to highlight another 3-hit game. That's like 4 in the last week. A week ago, Yankees fans were crying and complaining about how they needed Stanton to be traded or benched. Straight cuckoo. A former MVP who once hit 59 bombs doesn't sit for anybody. And Stanton seems to be more focused on getting hits than homers now, which exactly is what the Yankees need. Judge has been red hot as well. Good to see.
The Black Ace Report, baby. Woo!
It's time for the Black Ace Report. This week we feature 2020 National League Rookie of the Year reliever Devin Williams, who returned from a bum shoulder to put on a masterclass during the Milwaukee Brewers 4-game homestand, in which the Brew Crew took 3 out of 4 games against the defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Williams had batters giving knee buckles and drunk stumbles with his wicked changeup. I'm feeling where I need to be with my mechanics, my delivery, my overall timing, Williams said. My command has been better as well. That's more good news for the Brewers, because last season, Williams was on some next-level dominance, allowing just 2 hits in 62 batters faced while accumulating over 40 strikeouts in one stretch. There aren't many black pitchers, let alone setup guys, so Williams' presence in the game is very important for the future of black baseball. His masterful changeup, hitting higher than 80 miles per hour, could possibly change the game like Mariano Rivera's cutter did. It has that kind of effect on hitters. Marcus Stroman, the height doesn't measure heart. Shugo self-cleat wearing, gold dread rocking, melanated mound technician is 5th in the league with an ERA below 2 going into his next start. That boy's been hot. A black ace for sure, but without the 20 wins as of yet. The diminutive diamond miner continues to baffle hitters and provide tremendous backup to ace Jacob deGrom, keeping the Mets in the NL East hunt despite their hitting woes. Jack Flaherty, St. Louis Cardinals, he continues to rack up wins like Beyonce racks up Grammys, and even Stevie Wonder, who has 25 Grammys his damn self, can see that Flaherty is a top ace for St. Louis, and as long as this team continues to hit, Flaherty will continue to win games. His 3.41 ERA as of Tuesday shows that he's getting some run support, but that only enhances things for a pitcher of his caliber. The Cardinals are 17-12 and tied with the Milwaukee Brewers atop the NL Central as of Tuesday evening. Flaherty could have 10 wins before the All-Star break at this pace. What an MLBBro. Black Ace Report for this week is done.
Man, I don't care what you swing at it. Black don't crack.
It's time for Black Don't Crack, and we feature Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. Frank Thomas was a great player, and for his efforts, he's enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame. The two-time American League MVP, Thomas is also one of 21 players to achieve baseball's Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity consists of a 300 average, 400 on-base percentage, and a 500 slugging percentage. Woo! Frank Thomas was simply the most dominant pure hitter of the 1990s. His black never cracked. In his first season, 1991, Thomas became the first player since Ted Williams to hit 300 with 32 bombs, 109 RBIs, and 138 walks. They didn't want any smoke with the Big Hurt. I heard a White Sox season ticket holder once say they planned their concession stand and restroom runs around innings he wasn't due to come to the plate. He was must-see TV. He had that effect on the game and its fans. Frank Thomas should have owned the Windy City. After appearing in a series of Reebok commercials, you thought that was it. There's nobody but Frank here. But somehow, he was never embraced as such. But we know why. Look at his crosstown rival, the Cubs, and one slamming Sammy Sosa. Both Thomas and Sosa were stars, but Chicago fans loved the charismatic Sosa, a happy showman who hopped and diddy-bopped around the bases after hitting home runs. His competition with Mark McGwire, that race to break Roger Maris's 61 homer single-season record, was the thing that saved baseball. Not that Thomas could control it, but he played in the steroid era. Born big, he was a star football player at Auburn after Bo Jackson was there, before switching to baseball full-time. He put up monster numbers while surrounded by drug cheats, such as the aforementioned Sosa, Mark McGwire, and Canseco. And even though he's considered a clean superstar, he was a bit overlooked. Labor strike also affected Thomas's best years. Thomas and the White Sox were in first place in '94 when the strike ended the season. Thomas did get his World Series ring in 2005 with the White Sox, even though he was injured and didn't play. He returned home to Chicago in the end, and things were mended about as good as you can expect after Kenny Williams got rid of him and signed Jim Thome in 2006. Thomas hit his 500th career home run while playing in Toronto for the Blue Jays, and he finished his career in Oakland, all of which seems wrong. But we can't forget the Big Hurt. He's the greatest White Sox player ever, and despite everything, he put up astronomical numbers, set the game ahead years for Black Knights, and he was simply the greatest White Sox player in the history. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. Black don't crack.
From home runs to fly kicks to the top hits, we creating the culture.
It's been 5 years, and Nike is finally bringing back the Air Griffey Max 1 in a host of original color schemes. This time, the brand isn't just honoring the kid. The new Air Force One will commemorate both Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad, Ken Griffey Sr., who was also a dope MLB outfielder and teammate with his son for one season. They remain the only father-son duo to go back-to-back in the same MLB game. The Air Griffey Max 1 was a slow roller in the mainstream, but quickly became a go-to hood classic in the streets of New York City. With me right now is Starborn, one of Brooklyn's original, Brooklyn's finest, and he's here to let me know the cultural impact that the Griffey sneaker had in urban communities, particularly within the drug game.
Those were the joints. Everybody in the hood was rocking Griffies. They was like the A1s, like the Air Forces. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, everybody was rocking them from Brooklyn to Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, and it was mostly the shooters. Boy, you seen dude come in with Griffey, you know that might be a shooter. Keep your eyes open, Paul. Oh man.
So that was a cultural mark of the shooter.
Yeah, you already know.
So if a guy walks into a party, he has on them Griffies.
Had them black joints. Probably had that thing on them, ready for the night. Feel me?
That's the type of information you get on MLBBro. Good looking Starborn. LeBron James even paid homage to the original freshwater color scheme with a pair of his limited edition LeBron Watch sneakers in 2018. Great job by Nike.
Damn, them boys down bad. Now it's time for Show Enough In A Rut.
It's time for another sad episode of Show Enough In A Rut. Unfortunately, there are a couple of MLB bros who could be on this list. I won't give Seattle Mariners rookie Taylor Trammell too much hell for hitting 156, the equivalent of what a middleweight boxer would weigh. It's hard out here for a rook, and Trammell was thrown into the fire early in the season when Kyle Lewis was out. Lewis is back, the 2020 AL Rookie of the Year, but Trammell is trying to get the hang of this big league pitching thing. He does have 4 homers, but 39 strikeouts in about 77 plate appearances ain't cutting it. He might have to go back down to the minors for some more seasoning. Let's hope not, but it's a possibility the way he's swinging right now. Veteran outfielder Andrew McCutchen, aka McClutch, seems to be on his last legs. We hope not, but he's had some moments this year, like the walk-off homer he smacked in early April for the Phillies, but that 176 batting average, whoo, that's problematic. Then again, batting averages are down across the league. McCutchen, a true veteran, won't hit below 200 all season, you have to think. But he has to provide the Phillies with more than he's given them. The NL East means production is nothing to play with. That completes another episode of the MLBBro Show podcast. Stay alert in the batter's box, because Bryce Harper can attest to the fact that the high cheese can connect with the face as well. Pray for more contact and more exciting plays, more stolen bases, and we will keep you updated on the latest for black and brown MLB players. MLBBro Show podcast, Soul Brothers Show Flow, is out till next week. Watch it. Stay tuned. Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? It's Christian Crittenden here for the MLBBro Show podcast, debuting a brand new segment entitled Extra Base Power. That's right. I'll be bringing you some of the best things that I saw from black and brown players, as well as managers in the game of baseball. So first up, we got to start with the OG, man, Dusty Baker. Look, we need to get this man his flowers while he's still around, and he's still managing at an extremely high level, night in and night out. Baker, who's currently with the Houston Astros, eclipsed his 1,900 career win a few weeks ago. He has 1,907 to be exact, which ranks him 12th all time amongst managers. And he doesn't get enough credit for being not only one of the best managers in today's game, but one of the best managers of all time. He's managed for 24 years and managed for 5 organizations. So you're doing something right to keep getting these opportunities. He's won 85 games at least 13 times. Longevity is the name of the game, man, and Baker has definitely figured that out. Now look, we all know it's the worst kept secret in sports that the MLB struggles mightily to market its players, especially as black and brown players, and it has a direct impact on its ability to connect and grow the game within black and brown communities. You know, let's take Mookie Betts, for example. One of the best athletes in the world, one of the best baseball players in the game today, playing for one of the biggest sports franchises in the world in the LA Dodgers. And if you don't follow baseball, there's a good chance you don't even know who Mookie Betts is. And that's a problem. You know, MLB has a problem and they need to fix it. And they can if they want to. Huge emphasis on if, though. You know, and they don't even have to use guys like Mookie Betts. They can use a guy like Cedric Mullins, a guy like Byron Buxton. 2 guys who are on the opposite end of the spectrums as far as their career goes. But 2 guys that are absolutely on a tear this season. Mullins is a former 13th round pick, while Buxton is a former number 2 overall pick. But it don't matter. They both balling. They both playing out of their minds right now. It looks like they finally turned the corner on their career, and they're going to have what could potentially be a long career. And the MLB needs to take advantage of this. They need to show the youth that you can be like a guy like Mullins in the 13th round, or a really highly touted prospect like Buxton, and still have an opportunity to succeed and excel in the league. And that's all I have for you guys this week. Stay tuned for more extra base power here in the near future. I'm Christian Crittenden.
MLBBro Show podcast is sponsored by Prime 39. Long Island's newest restaurant is located in the heart of Lynbrook. Prime 39 boasts an intimate yet chic ambiance, bringing you a Manhattan eclectic vibe to Nassau County. And also sponsored by 222 Media and Space Fruit Courier Service. Services out of this world, coming straight to a neighborhood near you. All music on the MLBBro Show podcast has been brought to you by Quate, Uninvited, and the Loner Music Group.